It's been 14 weeks and 37 days since I started plumbing, and unfortunately for this customer, they've asked me to install their underfloor heating. And what makes things go from bad to worse is this whole floor is getting covered in plexiglass, as this custard is the largest distributor of underfloor heating pipework in the UK. And if anything that can be taken from this video is that I think they need to supply me a staple gun and a decent decoiler. I have absolutely no idea why there's 18mm ply sellotape to the floor, and I thought Sparkies were bad at clearing out their rubbish, but it turns out them blokes that hug trees all day are a lot worse. The only other thing to mention is that instead of just using a knife, I also used a multi-tool, and the customer was asking why I had to use nail clips everywhere. And I told him it's because all the loops were lifting, and he said, yeah, well obviously you've cut out all the supports. He then reminded me again that they were going to plexiglass the whole floor. But anyway, back to the decoiler situation. After pushing the coil almost 300 metres along the floor, it was then time to try a different technique. The technique I opted for was picking the coil up. I can't lie, I got myself in a bit more of a pickle, ended up tangling all the pipe before having to unspin myself as I got dizzy from walking around in circles. So I thought this would end up reversing the effects. I then realised that the new technique I'd adopted actually didn't help at all, so I put the coil back on the floor and started rolling again. I then tried getting all the tails to the manifold before realising that I'd actually crossed them. At this point I've been doing this job for almost 3 days. I leave it for the next man. But some might say it's another job well done.